Hello everyone, and welcome to Suburban Stone Age. And here we are at last. We finally bought land. Escrow is closed, we own the property, and it's a vacant lot. So the question from here is, now what? It's 2.5 acres, and it's in desert, although it's next to mountains and stuff. Beautiful view, but it's on a hill and sloped, that's for sure. So we're gonna have to figure out what comes next. What are the first things that you do when you buy land? Let's find out together. So before escrow closed, I did visit the land and I had some ideas about what I wanted to do first. But those plans have changed. I came up here this weekend so I could put up no trespassing signs, just to start getting people used to the idea that this is private property. There'll be a fence going up soon. There's been a lot of damage from off-road vehicles, and that's okay, but I'd like to repair some of that damage. So that was my original idea, is that I was gonna post signs and maybe block off some of the lesser used roads for the time being. There's a lot of work to be done. There's only so much I can do by myself in one session. However, my plans changed a little bit. Part of what was available on the property was this really old cement pad. It's been abandoned for decades, and it's pretty torn up by erosion and the weather. And what I found out is that I need to, before I do anything, just make it easy to access the space safely for myself and my vehicles. And that means that I need to be able to arrive and leave the property without getting flat tires from old nails or construction debris. Additionally, I always have safety in mind. So safety vehicles need to be able to access this property. Hopefully they'll never need to, but just in case, that is the #1 priority now. So what I'm going to do before I do signs, before I do anything, I'm going to clean up this lot. I'm going to go over it with the magnetic sweeper, which I bought. I'll show you that in a minute. Pick up all the nails, everything that could puncture a tire or ruin equipment, and make this little area safe for vehicles to come and go. My vehicle to come and go. This is the magnetic sweeper that I'm using right now. Oh, did you just hear that? That thunk? That's a chunk of something that's attracted to the magnet getting stuck on that giant magnet. So I've been over this several times already. Oop, there's another one. And we'll be doing it over and over and over again as I clear the land and move things around. There's an amazing amount of trash and wire, nails, screws, all kinds of stuff. And so just constantly sweeping with the magnetic sweeper will help make it safe. Plus, it's like archaeology. Yay! You can find some cool stuff. I actually found a cool hand-forged tool that had been buried forever here, and I'll actually be using it. So this sweeping process is gonna happen over all the roads, everywhere. Everywhere we plan to drive a car, we gotta make it safe. All right, everyone. Turns out step 2 is setting up some shelter from the sun. It's hot out here. It's April and windy. It's not actually that hot, but with no shade, you can work up a sweat pretty quick and get sunburned down for either. I don't mind sweating, but I needed somewhere to get out of the sun and take a rest during the heat of the day. So up goes the pop-up. Also, I'm being very careful to stay hydrated and stuff with me by myself, expecting to get any work done. I just want to make sure that I don't push it too hard. This is really for exploration, and we'll have plenty of time in future trips to do lots more work, so I don't want to push it too hard or hurt myself. So there's step 2 for you. Shelter. All right, I'm going to take a break, drink some water, get out of the sun. Hope you guys can see it though. This is the view from under the pop-up, and it's gorgeous. The wildflowers on the mountain. So yeah, I'm gonna soak this up for a little while. Hope you guys can see this too, but I just wanted to show you the wildflowers across the other side of the valley. What's nice about this little plot here is that it's got a 180 view. And all the mountains are in spring with the wildflowers going. It's lovely. So I'm enjoying it. I hope you enjoy it too. Turns out step 3 is meet the neighbors. So every time I've been here, there's a family of ravens, those giant desert ravens, and they love to play in the wind that banks up off this hill. They hang out here all the time. They're always here. They watch me too. I know they're watching me, and I watch them. So I've gone out of my way to introduce myself. I've left them treats so that they know my friendly face. They are always welcome here. And then it was only this trip that I discovered that they're always here because they have a house. See their nest up there? I couldn't ask for a cooler sign than that. So, the first neighbors I met, yay! Say hello to the Raven family. Well, it looks like step 4 is to meet the other neighbors, the human ones. And I was gone for a couple hours this afternoon. I took the pop-up down because I knew I wanted to go into town, and it was really windy. So I didn't trust it to be here, popped up without, you know, by itself, without it blowing away. And I had brought some logs to sort of block the roads off, and they've already been moved, like in a matter of hours. And so I'm circling back to my original plan, and that is to put up the no trespassing signs. So I've started a hole here. I'm going to take one of the logs that was moved. I'm going to put up the sign. And honestly, I fully expect it to be vandalized by the time I get back next week to check it out. I hope not, but we'll see. And we'll go from there. Oop. Here's my buddy Raven. Flying over the hill. All right, I'm going to get to work. All right, there we go. Signs are posted. And with that, I'm calling it a day. I actually just met a couple kids on a quad, and they were really cool. I explained to them, they asked if this was private property, and I explained that yeah, it was, and the fence was going to be going in, and that we wanted to make sure that they had alternate routes if they wanted to get places. So anyway, they were very nice, and they said that they would take good care of the property and make sure not to make any new roads and treat the land right. They're not going to come on the land, but just around it and stuff. They were really good kids. So anyway, it was a great day. Did a lot of work, and I'm ready to head home. Okay, so day 1 is done. Vacant land. Now what? Now you know what. Thanks for everything, guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.